Virtual reality. Just another gaming gimmick? Or groundbreaking technology that'll lead us to a new generation of gaming? The current state of VR is complicated. What the hell? So I'll just give you a quick summary of what's happened and where we are now.
Today, we're going to talk about the metaverse.
So it all started with Ivan Sutherland. That's a dumb name. The man who created the first VR headset. And he called it the Sword of Damocles. Damn your knees. Which basically did nothing. But it did open the doors for VR. 25 years later.
Here we are going into virtual space, and here I want to show you a little application where we've got a car engine.
As with most VR systems, Waldron's uses stereoscopic images projected onto tiny screens inside the viewer's helmet.
2 years later, Sega attempted to release their RoboCop-style VR headset, but canceled it just before release due to production issues, aka they lied to everyone about the technological capabilities of their device.
You can win Sega prizes instantly in alphabet cereal. You can instantly win virtual reality with the new Sega VR helmet. Or one of over 25,000 amazing Sega prizes. Your chance to win instantly is in alphabet.
Then after that, VR lost all mainstream attention, only making a couple more arcade machines and awful headsets that would receive nothing but negative feedback. Until the revival of all VR technology in 2010 by a man named Palmer Luckey, who took a once impossible idea and made it into a reality. A virtual reality.
Not even flinching, I don't even have a hint of a giggle. I didn't even breathe through my nose, nigga. It's not funny. It's just not hilarious, nigga. It's trash. Give it up. Is this your day job? Get a new one, my nigga. You're straight garbage.
Luckily eventually I gotta shut the fuck up with these stupid jokes. Luckey eventually raised enough money to fund his work and even for some time worked with Valve until Oculus was bought by Facebook in 2014, cutting all ties with Valve. And from there, the VR headset race was on. It seemed like there was new headsets and companies every year releasing similar products, but ultimately, Valve was the main headset for everyone. Mostly because of the controllers that undeniably gave users the best experience. Since most other VR headset games were just like rail shooters, you're like jumping forward since they didn't have like sticks or movement to walk in VR. It was awful. Everything other than Vive was just an awful headset. All of that changed with the release of the Oculus Quest 2, a wireless, affordable headset that could connect to a PC or just be a standalone device. This headset had the potential to kill every other headset around, and it kinda did. VR was no longer an expensive, complicated device that required you to set up your whole living room to play it. With the Quest, you could just throw it on and throw yourself. But even though it's the mainstream headset, somehow it's become a $650 billion hole in Zuckinator's wallet. That can't be right. There's no way that's right. I'm actually not entirely sure if there's a singular reason why Facebook stock has dropped, but from what I've read and heard, apparently it's because of the metaverse and Mark's insane belief that living in VR is the future, which basically means Mark watched Ready Player One and decided to spend every last penny into making that a reality.
My facial expressions. This is how my face looks in the real the real world. What is this?
I'm still not. I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Like it's still like a little weird.
Oh my god, what's this?
Yeah, it's really. It's like so weird.
So you got to see
I
Rihanna.
looked over and I was like, "What the?"
You guys are stressing me out. I'm stress eating.
Seal.
I'm stress eating.
You be on the toilet for 24 hours straight, boy.
I shit
Oh, you
bricks.
got up there, girl.
I don't know. Hold up. Take it down.
It looks like an Asian.
Oh,
I voted for Joe Biden. How about you guys?
What part of town you from, huh? Papa John?
What?
I
He
only
from
hope for this
Asia. He from
2024.
Asia, New York.
Hey,
I'm from
you need to get back
Southern
down
California.
the road, all right?
I live in LA.
Man, literally just
My
get
Tesla
ran.
broke down.
Oh my god. You're tired.
Why y'all removing, bro?
Papa John's trying to be removed.
Feeding the allegations.
I said no, hell.
What Papa John do?
I work for Meta.
I'll talk about
I
the real
work
Papa
for
John's. I ain't talking about
Zuckerberg.
him. You talking about Nirvana?
Pretty sure that's how it went down.
Zuck
Yeah, I
came into
remember
my
that.
office yesterday and threatened to fire me.
You remember that?
I was
Yeah.
stress eating so much after that. What? Why? Why did I get banned? What? I was making fun of Zuckerberg? What? This shit sucks, man.
And in the midst of Meta collapsing, a new VR boy has entered the block. And I know what you're thinking. No, it's not Palmer Lucky's exploding headset. It's actually Sony's PSVR 2, a somewhat affordable headset that is better in almost every single way possible. Better visuals, haptic controllers, vibrating headset, eye tracking, new games. It's like the Quest Pro, but $1,000 cheaper and better in every way.
But you can't do this to me. I started this company. You know how much I sacrificed?
Okay, now that we're all caught up, I just want to talk about the current state of the Quest and what I think they could do to save themselves. Alright, so Meta is obviously trying to bring more people into the circle by lowering the prices, but I think they should stop trying to bring more people in and start focusing on keeping the people who they already have. And what I mean by that is, they should try and get more quality games on their platform instead of focusing on a knockoff VR chat and an overpriced headset targeted towards people who like doing virtual meetings.
Wow, it really feels like we're in the same room together.
I honestly think that if Meta had just focused on VR being a gaming headset only, we would not only have more games, but Zucknut would not be billions of dollars in the hole right now. Also, the games Meta has been putting out are probably the worst things I've ever seen. They always seem to have phone quality graphics and terrible replayability, and the prices are almost always higher than they should be. I think they should drop the whole metaverse idea and start adding big name titles to the platform like Minecraft, Skyrim, and possibly a Call of Duty.
Alright, here we go! Turning on the PlayStation 5 for the first time! What the hell?
I don't think I need to repeat what I already said about the PSVR 2, but if so, this one's for all my viewers with Alzheimer's. The PSVR 2 has the best technology available for the best price. So what that basically means is the PSVR 2 has the best technology available for the best price. So what that basically means is the PSVR 2 has the best technology available for the best price. So what that basically means is the PSVR 2 has the best technology available for the best price. So what that basically means is the PSVR 2 has the best technology available for the best price. I'm pretty sure that even though the PSVR 2 didn't sell as many headsets as they thought they would, they still have a good chance at taking over the VR market. And all it would take is just releasing VR titles that people want. Because right now, they have a headset with unique features that's also powerful enough to run a high quality game without blowing up.
Easy, baby, we do not have water, so we drink child blood.
Currently, I think VR is between being a huge future of gaming and another collapse, because it's almost mainstream, but there just isn't enough titles behind it right now. And I think that's just because most people haven't gotten a chance to experience what it could be. Like if Star Wars fans or Call of Duty fans got a chance to play Contractors, there'd probably be way more push behind getting a bigger, more mainstream title in VR. Like seriously, imagine playing Battlefield in VR with helicopters and jets flying over your head as a lobby of 100 people are fighting on a giant map. Or maybe like a Sea of Thieves type game where you and your friends get cool ships and battle in the ocean or whatever.
Captain! Yeah?
No, 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 no!
I genuinely think that if there were games like that releasing in VR, it might become a more common system that everyone would play with, not just some stupid gimmick used for virtual meetings or whatever dumb thing Zuck V-Buck thinks it's for. Because at this point, right now, I think it can go either way. You know, we could have a complete renaissance for VR, or VR goes on another 25-year break till someone picks up where we left off.